Bay Area. My name is Elise Hollywood Evans, and I am here with the TPNG, the Positive Network Group. And I am here with two wonderful co-hosts or hosts. We're all hosts for this show, but I have Shon on my right, Brother Shon on my right, and I have Brother G.S. on my left. What's up, fellas?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, nothing much. I feel really good to sit in between two fine, smart men. Let's make it happen. Oh, I'm not supposed to hit the when I get around fellas, I get all excited. I want to hit the table. I just want to smile. Hey.
Just make it happen.
Just make it happen.
Yes.
Yeah. So how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. And what about you, Brother Shon?
I'm doing wonderful.
You're doing wonderful. So check this out. This is not only is it Black History Month,
Yes.
but this is the month of love. It is February, and I'm
Love.
all about love. So before we get into our money talk, we're gonna get into some love talk. Because you know what's love got to do with it? Money.
Yeah. If it's not no love, ain't no money.
That's right. That's right. So check this out, Brother GS. I got a
Yes.
question for you, and my question is, what is your deal breaker? What is the number one thing that a woman could do to push you away if you really like her? What kind of things would she do to get on your nerves and make you say, you know what, hey, I can't deal with this?
She needs some help on that car note.
What?
That would help me. And she called me and said the light is going to be turned off. You know, saying that the repo man is outside. I'm gonna tell her, check this out. Go get you some candles and park your stuff around the corner and hit the fence and walk in. That's the deal breaker. Especially if we only met like 30 days ago.
Oh, okay. I can't get you to pay my car note on day 2.
No!
Oh, dang.
No. What is that? Shon, what you thinking? You look like you'll pay the whole mortgage.
Well, you know, hey, it depends on the circumstance.
Depends on circumstances.
Hey, well, let me move my chair over here.
Yeah.
Well, what circumstances, baby?
Well, you know, I'm a sucker for a sad story sometimes. You know, I have a soft heart sometimes.
Mm.
And I really feel bad about some of the women. Some of them have to go do something stupid. You know, I'd rather save them a trip where they don't have to do nothing and they can still get what they done. And I said I'm a sucker though. I ain't no sucker. I ain't no trick now.
Right.
My name's Shon, not John.
Oh, dang. I thought it was John.
No, it's Shon.
John.
See, then I ain't gonna pay. She'll get it one time, but I'll get it back in another way.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes when you do something good for somebody else, and sometimes it's like 10 times, you know, whatever you done, you ain't gonna miss it.
So the blessings come back tenfold,
Oh,
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what is your deal breaker, though?
My deal breaker,
What would really get on your nerves?
somebody that think that life started with them, you know, not caring about me or the person surround them. You know, they just self-centered themselves. You know, and everybody else don't matter. We just here for them.
For them, right? Well, I like people.
You ain't like that, is you?
I don't know.
So what is you asking us? But what is your
What is
deal
your deal
breaker?
breaker, baby?
Oh, my deal breaker.
What would turn you off?
Yeah.
Where you wouldn't give him another shot?
Well, you ain't gonna return this phone call.
If someone just act too desperate, like they just have to be in a relationship without checking it out. Like I like to test the waters, just blowing up my phone. Sometimes women we do that to the guys, but sometimes guys end up doing that to us. And if you just come off like you're just super desperate, I can't deal with that. Or you want to be around me all the time.
No, wait a minute, hold on. I thought women want that man, you know, to be around them to make sure that everything is kosher, everything is complete. You calling me up, you know, that you coming by and that we spend that quality time, and you telling me that you don't want that?
No,
so you just
she didn't say she wanted that. She didn't say she didn't want that. She said it was a little bit too much,
a little bit too much,
too extreme,
Yeah.
that she would kick him out.
You're right.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
like have your own life.
What is too much?
Well,
How many calls? How many calls?
No. I don't mean
Let a brother know what's going on.
What I'm really saying is have a life. Like we have this radio show, right?
Yes.
And then I sing in a group too, and I travel and I do a lot of things. So if you don't, I can't be your complete life. Like you can't look at me every day and say, "What are we doing today?" Wait a minute. Sometimes we can do that, but then there's times when you gotta have something else. I'm at the radio station. Hello. I'm signing autographs. Hello.
Yes.
Like unless you want to be right there. Now, if you're right there, then you might have.
So you said if he's right there, you said carrying your suitcase, you know what I'm saying, carrying your makeup bag.
Don't say all that. Don't say all that.
I'm not figuring it out.
No,
What's going on? What's happening?
but have your own thing. It can't be that I am like you said. Some people are real self-centered. Like you wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want anybody to make me the center of their life because that's a lot of
that's a lot
of responsibility. I am not responsible for your happiness. You are.
Okay.
I add to your happiness because happiness
Ooh.
starts from here. Starts from the God within inside of you, not
Whoa.
me. So yeah, the best thing that I could do is help myself and my thinking and make myself happy. So
Message. She done hit you with a message, so you know if you ever see her out and about, you know what I'm saying. Always look at her. You got license in your eyes. I'm seeing it right now. Check this out. Security. You know?
Well, you don't want somebody real clingy. That's pretty much what you're saying.
Right,
you don't want someone pretty clingy. You want somebody who's kind of doing their own thing, but still, you know that's your thing.
Yeah, and when we come together, we
That's
come
the power
together strong. We come together real strong.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, so
I can relate to that.
But if I'm your world when you wake up in the morning, you're looking at me to create a life for you.
Oh, like a mama?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but
like
I can't.
Like a babysitter?
Well, sort of. I gotta create your life.
Oh, like a living nanny?
Yeah, that.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah,
See, I don't want my diapers changed. I'm house trained already. So
Bow wow, give me yo, give me
Hey, check us out. It's a little bit more chemistry jumping off on here, dog. I thought it was just me.
Right.
Man, we gonna have to call security. But we got on talking about, what you like and what you don't like.
Yeah.
And then now, we talked about love.
Yeah.
Now let's discuss what's going on in Black History Love.
That's right, Black History Month, Black History Love. Brother Shon.
Yes, man.
What's up? Tell us about it.
About Black History, let's say that something that you didn't know. You probably didn't know that John Hanson was the first black president. You probably didn't know that.
Wait a minute. It wasn't Barack?
No, John Hanson go back from 1771 to 1773. He invented the. He came up with the United Nations. He came up with the ambassadors. He came up with the Secretary of Treasury. He came up with so many things that they used in this damn time. But when you went to go look him up on the encyclopedia, you'll see a big old fat Dutch man that wasn't a depiction of him.
Right.
Like
Yes.
Jesus. Jesus is Michelangelo's brother-in-law. The depiction of Jesus is not the same depiction that they have, that the Catholics brought forth to us.
Correct.
Otherwise, again, the Jesus is black as tar. He's blacker than all of us.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like Uncle Sam, almost like John Hanson.
Right.
Yeah, people.
But they ain't what you see.
No, that ain't what you see. But it's the same thing like why black people collect $2 bills.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know that Frederick Douglass is on the back of a $2 bill.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
But
check it out, y'all. Check it out.
They are attracted to it. They're appealed to it, but they don't know why.
Yeah, $2 ain't in circulation no more.
Well, they used to say at one time you phonier than a $2 bill, but then a $2 bill became real. Now we want to say you phonier than a $3 bill because we ain't got no $3 bill.
Right.
But you'll get back to inventions in a minute. But when you talk about money, it's a trip. If we had a stack of money, just say if we had $10,000 $10,100 bills.
Yeah.
Even though
that makes somebody happy at the strip club.
It would.
Why we got to go to the strip club?
I ain't saying nothing. Hey, I'm just talking about they didn't want to make it rain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, make it rain. But check this out.
Okay.
But the actual value probably only cost them maybe like $5 to even make it. Isn't that a trip? The thing,
Yeah.
the denomination of money, just say if we had a stack of hundreds, I mean, 10,000 $100 bills, even though it's $10,000, it seems like, but on the value, just to make it, it's only
Just
like
a piece of
probably
paper
like
with a
a piece
receipt
of
on
paper
it.
with a receipt.
You know,
That's
it's a trip
crazy.
how they took the greenbacks when Lincoln was there, which was stock that people invested into where you resided at.
Yes.
That they changed it to actual money. You know, and the money represents, supposed to represent the gold, but we don't have any gold anymore. You know, it's a trip how they took the barter system and they made it work for them.
Right.
You know, they don't have to go out to the fields.
No.
They don't have to go pick the cotton. They don't have to harvest it. All I got to do is say it's mine.
Yeah.
This is mine,
It's
and you guys
take
take care of it.
Yeah.
You know, and they reap all the benefits. I mean, when you look at it today, everything that such as a driver's license, social security card, anything of value or anything that we might need, we have to go to them still.
Correct. They're the controllers that we just the ones that just make sure that
Dang-a-lang, take-a-lang.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how we was good, Paul.
That's all, man. You know what I'm saying? And make babies that way we can till the field and everything.
Well, it made them have more slaves.
You sure did.
They could improve their production.
Is that where the Mandingos came from?
Hey, man.
But check this out, right? It says here from the American Institute of Physics, in the 18th century, African American slaves were not allowed to patent their own inventions. According to the U.S. patent laws of 1793, the master is the owner of the fruits and labors of the slave, both manual and intellectual. So we have invented and created since the beginning of time.
Peanut butter.
Right.
The blood transfusion.
That's Charles Drew.
Charles Drew University in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
That's what he did. He did the blood transfusion, open heart surgery. You know, everything that we did, we haven't been compensated, and we ain't gonna be compensated.
Right, we still live for our 40 acres and a mule. Right?
No,
Oh, man,
40 acres and a mule. It's 40 acres and 2 mules.
2 mules.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like it'd be 80 acres there, 4 mules.
Well, they're not giving it. You know, the same deal that they made with the Indians probably got the best deal out of all of them. You know, the Chinese thinking they got their own reservations.
Yeah.
That's isolated with no taxes and that they run.
Yeah, and they put casinos on there.
But right now they're trying to do a pipeline through the
I see that, yeah.
And even though they stopped it in the courts.
But Trump want to bring it back.
He want to bring it
Because
back.
he got investment into it.
Well, you got to realize who Trump is. Trump is a businessman.
That's it.
He knows oil people. You know, when Bush was in there, we went to war for oil.
Right. We went to Iraq, get that oil.
A lot of people got to die.
Yeah, for that money.
A lot of people got to die. And how has that been? Even for the Chiquita bananas.
Right.
Oh,
but,
wow.
But check it out. But with the oil, with the new types of energies that they're creating or scientists
Solar,
are creating,
water,
you won't
wind.
even need oil after a while.
Yeah.
You follow what I mean? So people have died,
Yeah.
you know, fighting over oil, and that's going away.
The same thing with black folks. You know, a lot of black folks, like you said, the patent. You know, the patent was put together so that way we can, you know, it was for blacks. You know, to concentrate, you know, and to make money off our inventions. But when you set that patent out in Washington, for some reason, it's always somebody else that get that patent before you do. And it's a lot of things like you talk about the lights. You know, the headlight that was made by a black person. Curling out was made by a black person. You know, the stove was created by a black person. You know, even the car that we drive and stuff was created by
the first engine.
Black people.
First
engine.
But who created the first two? The first engine was
the first engine, the 2-cylinder engine was Jones Frederick M.
Okay.
Wow, and you see, this started way in 1870. So this was when they were still in
1945.
Oh, 1945.
1945. But they don't tell you that Ford thought they came up with the first car.
Yeah.
And that they patented everything behind what they did. But what was really troubling to me, out of all the things that they ever done, is they didn't want black women to wear earrings or wear makeup or beautify or edify herself. That was still a law in some places.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So you black women should be happy. You guys
Man, I can't sometimes.
Woo! Baby, when you didn't look like that last time, but that's all.
Wait,
So
hold on.
Too many drinks?
Wow! I knew I should have left the club early.
So what you trying to say?
No,
Now,
it's
we
all-
all fake and we
you gotta
not
do-
real?
no,
Wait,
no.
they're
No.
trying to say we're not real, huh, ladies?
Nah, you
No,
black. Well, I can't say that black do not crack.
Most-
But all races don't crack. But nothing. But it's something about nothing. The black women. Nothing. It's something about when they age beautifully. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the chicken necks and the turkey skins and the eyes don't look like all that. And it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
something about that.
No, I didn't
Yeah,
think so.
exactly.
I
I'm
wasn't
just
getting a complex over here.
Yeah,
Not at all.
because you are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? All the sisters that be here at TP&G are beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
All the men is here is just, well, exquisite. No,
That's
so I
right.
can't say
That's right. What you think?
Well, I'm not going to comment on no man.
What is the mother love? Ladies, he's exquisite.
But I will tell you that a good woman is worth all the riches of the world. And there's a difference between a lady and a woman. A lady will lay with anybody.
Yes.
That's what the word lady comes from in layman's terms. But a guy didn't make lady, he made woman. Everybody didn't know their own lane. But today is a lot different. You guys are more liberal, or you guys want to make your own rules now. There's no.
Well, if there was one rule that you would not change, what would it be?
Just be sexy.
Because he was like, in your own lane. I was like, where is he going with this? Because we talked before. We talked about your own lane.
Yeah.
Ladies, what is he talking about? What you mean, John?
Well, a lot of times things get misconstrued and misconcepted. Everybody's here for a particular type of reason. A lot of times people don't know their agenda, but they're part of the masses.
You mean the women? We don't know our agenda.
No, a lot of times people don't know their own agenda. You go to school, you live in a particular zip code, you cattled in a particular place in your life. There's a fence or a gate or some barriers that you can't go through. It is what it is. Again, it goes back from the beginning of the time. You guys are going to only be here for a particular reason, and that's for them.
With them, the men, them, or them?
Both.
Okay.
They have always loved black women and have a special place.
Oh, you talking about
When I say that,
I got that.
you were known as a bed warmer. The white woman had her own room. You slept with the master.
You sure did.
So you conformed before anybody else conformed.
Yeah.
You know what's the trip? My great-great-grandfather was born a slave until the age of 9, right? And his own father was a slave owner. But what I don't understand is his father had 5 kids by the slave woman. Where did that fit? Like, where was his wife and all that?
Because she was somewhere. She was tucked to the side.
Well, when he thought he had to treat her like a prissy, she was real prissy, meaning that she didn't allow certain things. But when you go in that room with that your slave, you can't tell me what I want to do to you.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you know I'll have your ass wet?
Yeah.
So you gonna conform.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they made the black man be stupider than what he was. He had to play dumb to stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
Because if they thought he was too smart,
He
you
gonna
an
be
ugly nigga, huh?
Yep.
Or then make him
See, that's the concept now that you see more black men that they're going to the other side with the Caucasian women, because now they say the Caucasian women, they'll do anything that the sisters won't do. So it's like reversal. Back in the day that, the black woman do everything and the Caucasian woman, she would be like off, standish. But now she got her chance. She like, okay, now I got these brothers. I didn't say that, but that's just what I did in the streets. Jasmine made a song about it. So, hey.
Well, he's not talking about all. Not all.
But now we do nothing. Now let's get back into Black history now.
That was history.
Oh, that was. But now we gonna talk about. I like to talk about your man Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was. I subscribed to bankrate.com because I was looking at mortgages actually. Then I just said I saw Nick Cannon on there, and then they said Nick Cannon's net worth is $50 million as of this month.
Yeah, he came up from Nickelodeon.
Yeah, from Nickelodeon. He started at 15, but he really started doing comedy for his dad at 11.
Yeah, ooh, yeah.
Yeah, so
See, he was bred into the entertainment business.
yeah, he was.
Bread.
Bred.
Yeah.
He was bred into the entertainment
Yeah, he
game.
was.
And he started producing his
Yeah.
own Nickelodeon
Shows.
and then listen, what made him so versatile to me is that Nick Cannon is that he is not only funny but he can be serious too. Because I just seen him, in a couple movies. But then when I seen him doing his stand-up comedy show, and then when he bring all the comedians together, it's like wow.
Wildin' Out.
Yeah, he was on
Wildin'
Wildin'
Out.
Out. But see, Nick Cannon. Okay, so he's the host of America's Got Talent.
Yep.
But he's also a writer, record producer, actor, musician, rapper, singer, radio show host, TV personality, DJ, entrepreneur, philanthropist, and author. I mean, like, what doesn't this guy do?
He getting money.
He's
not getting broke.
Right. But and it says he was introduced to the musical performance by his grandfather. And he co-produced and wrote the lyrics.
Well, I understand. I'm not hating nobody hustle.
Yeah.
Nick Cannon been doing this 50 million, but you got Jay-Z worth 700 million. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to know, how did that cat make all that paper? I know he's hustling. You know what I'm saying? But man, that's a whole bunch of paper to make in 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just off of Rockefeller, I don't know if he was selling that. I guess he was selling that many units or something. You know what I'm saying? Doing some shows.
Yeah, well, not shows, but the clothing line and all the products that go along with that.
You was rocking Rockefeller like that?
No, I know that.
I was a Shon John man myself.
I didn't like neither one of them. That's the East Coast. I'm from the West Coast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So who were you rocking?
I was rocking Members Only.
Members Only. Okay.
You had the Members Only jacket on.
Hey,
you had the parachute jacket go with it?
No parachute. I didn't do the MC Hammer.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Because them pants were for skinny people that didn't have body.
Yeah, you're right.
That didn't have nothing to hide. You feel me? That was for
man, they're in the penny loafers.
Yeah, I did the penny loafers and the desert boots, which you call the desert boots.
Yeah, they was on hit.
Well, we come up in a different era. You know, back in them days, like Nick Cannon, for example, he go for my kids' age. I got kids that come up under his thing. The comedy that we came up under was Richard Pryor, Flip Wilson, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Red Fox, Dynamite, Cat.
Jimmy J.J. Walker.
I mean, we came up under a different environment. Today is a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game.
Even with the content is totally different. Because if you look at some of the comedians today than the comedians back then, they had something that was all about the man is on my back. Getting the man off of me. Get me out of poverty. But now every comedian, is always talking about women, or they talk about they have money.
Well, the last comedian that I really, really liked was Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac was my man.
Well,
I mean, out of all the kings of comedy, I could relate to his comedy better than I could Steve Harvey or Cedric the Entertainer or what's that other one? The one that he's a turbo. Yeah,
I love me some DL.
He's a turbo.
Now Bernie Mac. I like Bernie Mac because Bernie Mac, he kept it real.
I ain't scared of you.
Yeah, man! He's out for the white meat show. That right there will get CPS call on you, man.
He said, the smart one sent a little gay boy there. Filthy cookies.
You know what I'm saying? Man, that right there was comedy, at a rarest form. Yeah.
And he got his show behind everybody else. After everyone else that did their thing, and he died sooner. Like I said, I just wish he had more time to enjoy his fruits.
Yeah. And that's very important that you say that because when Bernie Mac, because I think a lot of these young comedians, they looked at people like Bernie Mac. They looked at some of these comedians and upgraded their game, and that's why you got people like Nick Cannon making this exuberant mouth.
Yeah, well,
they take the old and then they use it with the new.
Yeah,
and plus they make the films and they don't stop their hustle.
Yeah, but you know what? Timing is very important also because you used to have Showtime at the Apollo.
Yeah. Right.
A lot of shows came on at a particular time, and when they went off, it was room for someone else to grow.
Right, right.
You know, it's almost like a knockoff. You know, but he just captured the audience under his bracket.
But you know, it's a trip. It's funny how like Nick Cannon as a comedian makes all this money, but then like the godfather of comedy who taught me. Now I'm not necessarily a comedian, but I worked for Paul Mooney for 5 years of my life, and to me, he's real.
Yeah.
He tells it like it is.
Like
he wrote for Richard Pryor, Sandra Bernhard, put Robin Williams on the map. You know,
he put a lot of people.
He put a lot of people on the map. But he didn't. No, I know. But what happened? And
because he to me, he didn't cross over. You know what I'm saying? He did not cross over because you have to sometimes, you know, so like you said, black folks. You know, one thing we have a bad habit at not supporting each other. You know, we have a bad habit at not supporting each other. But when they cross over, they say they want a white audience. You know, they always go
I
for
think
white
he crossed
audience.
over pretty well with the Dave Chappelle show. I mean, he's the main writer for that show, and he created Homie the Clown.
Well, again, I like Paul Mooney. You know, I one time he was a real hard pill to swallow. You know, he would go back with Richard Pryor. He was a real hard pill to swallow. He played in a couple of movies. I believe it was Uptown. Which way is up?
Yep, sure did.
I think not just me, he struck a lot of black men wrong that didn't like Paul Mooney. But I seen one of his last specials, and he's right here now. He's cool. Yeah. Paul Mooney is cool, and he's a good man.
You know, he keeps it 100%, and the way he is on stage is the way he is.
But I couldn't see that. I couldn't see that to his last show that I seen.
Right.
And like I said, he had a
do you think that it was nothing? He matured into that. When he was young,
or maybe I just look at him the way I look at him today. Maybe I had to mature.
He addressed racism, and he told it like it. He tells it like it is. He's not afraid. He'll tell a white person in a minute. You have the complexion for the protection of the collection.
Yes.
Okay.
He
will keep it real.
Absolutely.
And then he talks about that wake up call that people get.
Yeah.
You go around, that wake up call.
Yeah.
You think you're a certain level, whatever, but it takes someone to tell you,
check you out.
Check you out.
Hey, like Oprah. Hey, I'm not getting that bag down for you. You can't afford that bag.
Right.
Remember that?
Right.
Yep. You know, it's so many times they followed the wrong person or denied the wrong person to go into the store, and they could afford it. Well, because they already look at us at a certain perspective. Black is bad.
And that's in the dictionary. You know, so if you look at the dictionary, Malcolm X showed you that. If you look at the dictionary, black is always negative. White is always pure and wholesome.
Angel food cake, bad guy, good guy.
Yeah. That's all the illusions. So I propose that what we do is we put our money together as black folks and create and support our own banks.
Here go my $2 right now.
But Gaddafi tried to create his own money, and they off Gaddafi for trying to create his own money. But that's a whole other topic there. But
let's go there. Let's go there. He said to the United Nations that he didn't want to deal in paper currency anymore. And 2 or 3 of them brothers got together, and they decided that we're not going to accept oil money. That oil money have to be traded in American money.
Yeah.
So they was going to form their own banks, their own stuff, but they was only going to deal in bullion, which was gold.
Right.
Yep.
And when they found that out, they said, okay, he got nuclear weapons. He didn't have no nuclear weapons. He had to go.
They always do that nuclear weapon game on you.
Well, fear tactics work.
Yes.
Fear tactics work, and it's been proven to work in the past. So again, after they knocked him off, they knocked another one off, and you know the cool brother, what's his name?
The cool one
with the glasses. The last one they knocked off.
What's Saddam?
In Libya.
No. I can see his face.
In Libya.
Yes. Gosh, well, I'm having a historical moment right here.
Anyway, the same thing they try to do to Syria.
What's Gaddafi in Libya?
Yeah, Gaddafi.
Yeah, because he wanted to remember, he set up his tent in America in Florida.
But see,
and they said, oh, no, this guy
But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something to that, though. right after or before they went into the first one, they came with America that said something, and they said that we buy gold.
Yeah, and that's when all the gold commercials coming out.
They got all these envelopes, and they got all these people to send broken gold, and people say, I got more money than it was worth. It wasn't no good. It was just gold sitting around.
Yes.
So after they realized that they couldn't trade, if they had to go back to the gold market, they didn't have any gold. Okay, so they came back and scooped up all the gold that they have that was scrap gold.
Game is dope.
Well, to not know is ignorance.
Yes.
It's bliss.
And that I think that's what that needs to be addressed.
I didn't sell my gold. Did you sell your gold?
What gold, man? Shoot.
I'm still holding.
You wearing that big old gold chain, man. You glad it was 10 years ago because you riding that Rolls Royce.
Right, and I think it's this golden time for us to wrap it up. But because we got the
Oh man, so let's go ahead and take a commercial pause for the cause because they think it's a big old party and jumping off over here. You know what I'm saying? But I am Gabriel Solomon.
I am Elise Hollywood Evans.
And I'm Shon.
And you are listening to
TP&G, baby, the Positive Network Group.
Hello.
Show. I ain't gonna tell you the name that she thought of.
No. We won't say that.
It has to do with
We'll be right back.
We'll
We'll be right back at these few commercial breaks.
Come on back with us.